Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nina and today we are doing predictions for you for the month of September. This may apply to your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. So yeah, happy birthday to all of the Virgos out there. I hope that your season is treating you well. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm using a new deck today and I'm super excited. It's the first time I'm using it. It is the Tarot of the Divine. Oh my god, it's so cute. Like, look at the box. It's so adorable. I love it. I'm super excited. So that's what we'll be using today. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So it's going on for you in September. Okay, we have one card that fell out. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so you might be feeling anxious at this time, unfortunately. Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry you've been feeling this way. Anxious, maybe stressing out. We have the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, maybe this is a family issue or a household thing. Ten of Cups. We have the Lovers reversed. Ooh, oh my gosh, what is going on here? We have the Magician and we have Page of Cups. At the bottom of the deck is the devil, or not the devil, it's Death card. So we have Death at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so yeah, it does seem as though you might be going through a lot of changes. It seems as though there might be a change in your immediate environment or a change in your routines that's causing a lot of anxiety. Maybe some of you are moving, you know, with everything going on with COVID, you know, there are a lot of changes and there's a lot of volatility that a lot of us may be dealing with, whether, you know, it's changes in our home circumstances, you know, with our foundations in some way, or with our relationship somehow. You know, things are beginning to feel really rocky and kind of unpredictable in some way, and I can see you kind of feeling stressed over that, maybe wondering like, where am I gonna find a new home, or where am I gonna feel safe? You know, what is the next step here? It kind of feels like there's just so many changes going on in your life foundationally, whether it is your physical home or internally, that it might be causing a lot of stress. For some of you, it kind of feels like one of those things where maybe you are in the process of having to move somewhere because of circumstances, and that might be causing you a lot of stress. I also feel like maybe you and a partner maybe are moving sometime this month, or you're already going through the process of moving somewhere with your partner. And it kind of feels like maybe you two have a hard time or might already be struggling to create a solid base for you two, you know, like a solid living space for you two, maybe having a hard time affording or, you know, feeling stressed out about how you'll be able to afford a stable living condition, you know, maybe like wondering how we're gonna pay rent or how we're gonna get food and that sort of thing. But it seems like with this Ten of Cups, even though physically, materially, and maybe like financially, there might be things that you're stressed out about and things are feeling shaky. It seems like with this Ten of Cups here, like your love almost conquers all. Like, even though you might be going through tough times, I feel like if you and your partner are really dedicated, and I feel like the love that you have for one another is really going to help push you two forward and help push you kind of to overcome these obstacles and eventually find a sense of stability. So maybe that's something that's happening for some of you. It could also be that maybe some of you are stressed out in regards to a relationship that isn't very solid, isn't very reliable or dependable for some reason, because the Four of Wands is reversed again. It's a broken foundation, and next to it is a Ten of Cups. So I feel like, and also with the Lovers reversed as well, I feel that maybe there are foundational issues that have to be addressed within your romantic dynamics. And it doesn't even have to be a romantic thing. Maybe it's a friendship thing where there is there's a shaky foundation in your interpersonal relationships. Maybe you guys aren't really seeing eye to eye, or it kind of feels like one of those things where with this Lovers reverse, it feels like one of those things where maybe at one point you two got along really well and you saw eye to eye, like you shared a lot of the same values and philosophies and beliefs and that sort of thing. And for something happened where you kind of started drifting apart in a way, not only in terms of romance or in terms of like a genuine connection with this person, but it kind of just feels like you started developing different views and values and beliefs, and now it's kind of clashing with one another. And maybe that's kind of bringing up this stress and anxiety, because it's almost like you're questioning the stability of this, the stability and the base of this friendship or of this romantic relationship, you know, questioning how you got there in the first place, questioning, like, are you really the same person? Like, did I fall in love with the same person that I'm with, kind of thing, you know? It's questioning who are you anymore? This isn't the person that I signed up to be with, sort of thing. Just confused about what changed for you and this person to drift away, because I feel that at one point it may have been a really loving connection and really emotionally fulfilling, but then something happened where you no longer see eye to eye, and maybe there isn't any more passion, there isn't any more excitement, any of the things that you may have really enjoyed back then. It kind of seems like that's either going away or it has diminished a long time ago or deteriorated, and you're wondering, like, when did that happen? When did the change all occur? You know, like, how did we get here, sort of thing. And so yeah, with the Death card at the bottom of the deck, it's a lot of changes and a lot of questioning. I think a lot of like looking at things from a different perspective, looking at things from a different viewpoint, approaching things differently maybe. And so with this Magician card, this could signify that maybe you and this person need to communicate, like sit down and have a civil discussion about everything that's going on, having a civil discussion about these opposing beliefs and values, and see if there's any way that you can reach a compromise. And if there's not, then what can you two do about it from here on out? You know, what is the best way for you to approach this broken foundation, or to approach this relationship that, you know, is either fading or diminishing, or is just going through a rough patch? You know, what can be done about all of this, kind of thing. And we also have the Page of Cups. I feel like with this Page of Cups, there was a sort of there's a sort of idealization going on here. It kind of feels like maybe for some of you, you thought that this person was the one for you, whether, again, romantically or platonically. Maybe you thought that this person was the one, or maybe you idealized this person, or maybe you put them on a pedestal, and maybe that's why you didn't see this broken foundation, this instability here within this dynamic, because maybe you didn't want to see it. You don't want to acknowledge it because you wanted to paint the perfect relationship with this person, or you wanted to paint them as the perfect person. But then as you got to know them, you realize more and more that you are completely different people, or that you want different things, or you have different values in general. And so now you're being faced with the reality of the situation, which is causing the stress and anxiety and just this questioning of, like, what do I do now? How am I going to deal with this? You know, are me and this person really not meant to be? Like, what's happening here? You know, things are unstable, things are shaky. And so what am I supposed to do now about this? And maybe part of you is trying to ignore it. Maybe part of you is trying to kind of be blindly optimistic about everything. But I feel like the more you try to do that, the more it's going to be in your face that something has to give, that there has to be some sort of change that needs to take place, whether it's having this conversation with this person or sitting yourself down and really being real with yourself about what's going on within this dynamic and how you need to approach it, sort of thing. Does that kind of make sense? I feel like September for you is a lot about bringing you back down to reality and kind of realizing that something wasn't as perfect as you may have wanted it to be. And in general, nothing is going to be this picture perfect thing. You know, there are going to be ups and downs. And I would feel like it may be time for you in September to really reevaluate the foundations of your relationships. You know, why are you with this person? You know, what are the intentions in being with this person? Are you being honest with yourself in terms of this person or of the situation or of this job or of your school major or whatever it is? Are you being completely honest with yourself about whatever situation that you're in? Are you being completely honest with yourself, or did you try to look at things through rose-tinted glasses and now you're realizing that that's not the reality and it has to be dealt with one way or another? Does that kind of make sense? So yeah, I think it's really important for you, Virgo, to have an honest conversation with yourself and really evaluate the intentions behind this relationship or whatever it is, right? And be honest with yourself. You know, are you wearing rose-tinted glasses? You know, did you and this person really drift away, or were you two not even alike in the first place? You know, did you really know this person in the first place, or were things kind of rushed through, or did you kind of put them on a pedestal and kind of viewed them as this perfect person that you wanted to like serve, you know? So yeah. I hope that resonates, Virgo. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your feedback. And yeah, if you wanted to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at sinfulpluto.com. And with that being said, I will talk to you later. Bye.